What's poppin'? Your boy Raj on the way to take care of some business. So it's time to do what I got to do. I'd like to thank the Heavenly for the opportunity to be able to see you guys. Been working stuff, you know what I mean? Getting older, man. I'm feeling the 60-year-old when I'm feeling that I felt before, but it's not bad, ain't nothing major so far. Everything is good. Hopefully it stays that way. But still, just a aching bones from time to time and whatever, you know. I don't want to start getting into the education. Well, I want to do that too. Education thing, but exercise thing. I mean, it's kind of like, I try to do some leg lifts the other day. Hold on. Try to do some leg joins on my total gym. I mean, I ain't tried, did them. But man, shoot, my legs was hurting for 2 days, man. Like somebody beat my legs with hammers. So, you know, and people say, well, do it in moderation. Yeah, okay, yeah, I can do a little something. I do everything. Every day I climb up on trains, one way or other. You know, whether I'm climbing up on a lot during the week or whether I'm just climbing on 1 or 2 or 3 maybe on the weekends. But still, I still do something. Not like I just sit around all day and do nothing, absolutely zero, nothing. No. And I move and groove. I get my steps in. I average about maybe 15,000 steps a day. So, you know, I do what I got to do to get that done. You know, keep the circulation rolling. But still, again, I mean, you get older, man. You just get older. That's what it is, man. You're older. What you gonna do? You know what I mean? I'm gonna jump over here though, and I'm waiting for that light up there. So yeah, what you gonna do? You're just gonna do what you got to do to keep doing what you got to do. So this video is really about my new kind of quest, you know, doing the gold and silver thing. And the reason I said it because I changed my YouTube channel from bars, bundles, and whatever it was, real deep, dope, smooth. Now it's bars and you know, yeah, I mean, how did you buy with some precious metals? You know, because I'm into them precious metals now, and that's my thing. That's what I like to do. I like collecting precious metals, just like I enjoy collecting fragrances. Now, that don't mean I'm totally out of fragrance game, and I'm sorry, I gotta hit this light hard. Sun is out like a mug, thank heaven. And you know, I'm not getting out the fragrance game per se. I'm definitely not going to be doing any, you know, reviewing. Like I said, there's a zillion reviewers out there now. I'm not even going to get caught up in that. You know what I mean? I'm sure y'all found a lot of people that you guys can, I guess, rely on to tell you about fragrances and so on and so forth. So they don't need for me, you know, add my old head view on what's happening, because I'm not buying a lot of the new stuff that's out. You know, if I bought anything, I mean, some of the stuff, only because Perfumology always has something hot. And from time to time, Neiman's will bring a line in. I'm like, oh, snap, I've been trying to holler at this line right here, and now Neiman's got it. So I might do something like that. But like, you know, fragrance hauls and stuff like that, nah, we ain't spending our money on that. Because as I said, there's just too many people out here now, and, you know, I can't win that battle. And you have to win. You do have to win, because I've been doing this for 8 years, and to only still have 2,498 subscribers. I can't get to 2,500. It's so hard to get 2 more subscribers. It's crazy, right? To my channel. And I've been doing music. I mean, producing, and I became a Grammy member. That'll help, man. That don't help. People don't ride you like that. So my time and energy, I'm not gonna say it was totally wasted, because I met some friends. I mean, some true friends, and I met some cats who weren't as friendly, and you know, it was what it was. But now I'm trying to reach another group of peeps, you know what I mean, who's into these coins. And I was kind of crazy this morning because I got a reply to a video I put up that came via Facebook to Instagram. And I was like, oh, snap. This guy, I always look at this guy, you know, I see this stuff he posted and he listing for sale, excuse me, y'all. Listing for sale. And I'm like, yo, this guy actually said he liked my video. That's a small little video, a little clip of some new coins I had gotten last week. And he hit the like button on them joints. I'm like, well, shoot, this guy is hitting the like button on Instagram. This is probably time for me to really start investigating Instagram. Now, Facebook, because of the content that I usually display there or I talk about, a lot of people don't like me on Facebook. And I got that. It's like they probably don't like me personally. It's not that. You know, but some of the things I talk about, they rarely acknowledge because they don't want to be put in that boat of whatever I believe, they believe, so they're not going to like it. So I got a lot of, videos or commentary that I put up and nobody ever said anything. Maybe one or two people, Emma Earl and my girl Charlene, their comment, because we on the same vibe, we on the same page. Other than that, I have friends come by and they say they looked at it, but they won't like it. I know they looked at it because they told me they looked at it, but they won't like it. So the social media platform, for me, it's never been one of them things I got all day to deal with, because I deal with so many other things during the day besides having a 9 to 5, right? And if I'm going to put my cognizant energy into something that's going to be well worth my while, it got to be something that's going to be not just inspirational and whatever. I mean, music is inspirational, but I can't get anybody to buy any albums from me. I got to beg people to buy albums or songs, but I just don't want people talking about, yo, I bought your joint. That's few and far between. And I got 4 albums out there been out for a while. So people ain't jumping on that. So I said, well, the coin thing, Prexious Metal came into the deal when I just realized that, man, the economy is garbage right now. The dollar is not worth $1. So I got to find a way to deal with it. And I just started looking at cash like, yo, man, we'll get into some freaking silver and some gold. And if the dollar crash, silver and gold always going to be alive. Silver and gold been traded since Roman days for whatever. They even have a brothel coin out that this guy in Rome, and it wasn't Caligula, but it was somebody freaky deaky. They put a Boston market up here now, okay. That was freaky deaky, and he had his own coin because they wouldn't allow anybody to use, I think it might have been a silver coin. They wouldn't let anybody, you weren't able to use a government-issued Roman coin to pay for prostitution. So they had a special coin made up, and I saw a couple of these coins. It's crazy, man. Penis and everything, right? And that's the only coin you can use if you want to get into prostitution and buy whatever you had to buy or, whatever. You had to use that coin. So that means coins go back ages. I mean, dollars don't go back nothing. Dollars really didn't come into play until maybe 1941 or something like that. I don't know. Whatever. To that point, what I'm also trying to say, or what I am saying, is up until 1943 or 1944, all the silver was around 90%. So any dime, if you find any dimes or quarters or half dollars or dollars silver, they got silver in them. Like the coins today don't have silver in them. It's copper and lead. Not lead, well, they can't put lead, but copper. But back then, everything was silver up until 1944. Then up until another point, it was just 40% silver. Up until 1968, maybe? I'm not sure. But what it comes down to, either way, a dollar coin in those dates I just mentioned will be worth more than $1. Whereas your dollar is not worth $1. You see what I'm saying? So I was doing that just as a hedge for my financial security as we go along. Because if crap hits the fan, first of all, your mental going to be jacked up because you ain't going to know what to do when now you can't even spend $1 to buy something. You know what I mean? And now you're like, well, the dollar ain't worth that. Or the dollar is so expensive. Food is so expensive and the dollar is not worth anything that it's almost the equivalent of probably paying $10 for a Wendy's burger, in a sense. And you don't think you're paying that, but you're just getting less Wendy's burger. You're getting less quality meats or whatever you're eating over there when you're eating that fast food stuff. And you're getting that because they know how much the dollar worth. Somebody told them, Wendy's that corporation's not dumb. They said, well, look, if $1 is only worth 54 cents, then we only going to give these people 54 cents worth of food. You know what I mean? How they cultivate it, how they got it, how they cut it, how they clean it, everything. So I said, well, look, let me do that. All else fails. I have gold, I have silver in my possession. I'm thinking about picking up a couple of platinum pieces and stuff like that, and keep them in the vault, make sure they vaulted up. And when I need them, I go to my place of vaultage and I go pick it up. And if I need to buy something to eat, or I need to help some friends out who didn't listen to me and now they're hurting because they think all them dollars they got mean something, but they mean nothing, then, and they haven't converted them into the correct currency for the future. And some people are like, older people are just like teenagers, man. In the hood nowadays, even maybe back in the day, They never expect to live to a certain anyway. You know, a lot of them think that, okay, it's going to get better, or if it don't get better, they don't expect to live long anyway. That's how teenagers were. That's why it's killing people, man. I don't expect to live past 21 anyway. You know, stuff like that. And when people get older, they think, well, you know, the economy ain't gonna crash within my lifetime. First thing they think. Or stocks are not gonna crash within my lifetime. But you saw a glimpse of that in 2008. And if you're old enough around my age, even before that, there was a couple of economic catastrophes that went down. So, you know, you gotta be careful. So I decided, well, not only do I get into making sure I got, you know, a nice amount of this and that, but I also want to collect some nice stuff too. So it's just like with fragrances. You know, it was like, okay, I didn't always have to buy the high-end fragrance. Like, okay, like all these cats out here now with this fragrance, saying, oh man, I put the $900 bottle. What's it called? Look at this. All right, fine, that's cool. But once you spray it out, how much is the bottle worth? I don't spray it that much. Okay, so what's it if you bought it, you can't spray it much because it costs so much and you don't have to buy it again? What's the difference? So that's why I said, well, look, I'll keep the fragrances that I really do, and I'll never get down to if you only have to keep 4. That craziness remember back in the day, all these narratives used to come up. If you can only eat 4, or if you can only keep 1, if you can only stop it. I'm narrowing down my fragrances to the ones I really like, and then I'm selling the rest as partial bottles. And then if I want to pick up something else, like say for instance I sold a partial bottle, like I kind of missed that. Then I'll hunt it down again and I'll buy it again. But there's like really no need for me to have 400 fragrance bottles. And it's good to have them around. It was good for the show to let people know I was legitimately serious about what I was doing when it came to collecting fragrances and also wearing them and talking about them. But all in all, man, it wasn't all it cracked up to be for me. But some people took that fragrance joint and turned it like Eva Monroe. She took her joint and she catapulted to another side, which is what I tried to do. But it's easier for women. Women support women. Dudes don't support dudes, because dudes think it's about who got the bigger ball thing. And a lot of cats, oh, he think he this, he think he that. You know, especially, you know, African American men. You know, they ain't gonna, Caucasian dudes or whatever, you know, they'll support you. You know, but African American dudes, man, they don't want to see you growing up. They ain't gonna never see you go up. It's like a boxer or a basketball player. They like you one day and don't like you the next. But women support you like a mother. That's why Eva done went to a whole nother level. She went from fragrances, then she doing wigs, and then she doing this. She took to another level, and I was trying to do that with my music. Okay, cool. Now I'm doing fragrances. Everybody probably buy my music because I got decent music. People always say it's nice music. Oh, even when I do stuff just off the top of the dome in the studio, live, oh man, this joint's popping. Shoot, didn't do nothing. Sold a couple of, I don't know, everybody talking about, yeah, it's a nice album, but never mentioned, do you tell anybody else about it? Did you share with anybody? No, they don't. So, coins, precious metals, is what I'll be concentrating on now. It was a nice ride with the fragrance thing, but ain't no support for that. There's a lot of support over there in the silver community, silver stacking community, gold collecting community, coin collecting community. There's a lot more people over there that's really serious about it, respecting other guys who's doing what they're doing, even women. So I'm going there, and that's the change in my channel. Silver and gold bars and bundles. Bundles last now. I don't even talk about the music. Well, I still got bars, because it could be silver and gold bars, or bars that's music. Other than that, man, about the fragrance gang. Passing over to Twinkle Toes. Twinkle Toes coming up now. Nice fragrance collector. She's doing her thing. She got a nice fragrance collection. Can't wait to go over there and see her newest. And that's it for me. I'm about to bounce. I'll talk to y'all later.